Today we're going to continue working on identifying the topic, key details, and central or main idea in a passage. A topic is the one or two words that tell us what the passage is about. From there, we have our key details, which are the important details that we learn about the topic. These are the details that we find out as we are reading, that we learn about whatever the topic is. These key details support the main or the central idea. The central or main idea is the most important point about the topic that the author wants us to know. Yesterday, we looked at our house graphic organizer that gives us a visual of these different vocabulary words. The topic is the foundation of our house. That's the foundation of what we are reading about, those one or two words that tell us what we're reading. From there, we have the structural portion of our house, which is our key details. These are the details that we are learning about the topic. These details have to be in place in order to support the central or main idea. If these details are missing or they don't support the main idea, then our roof is going to fall. Our details must be in alignment in order to support the most important point that we are reading. Notice how all of these elements of our house have to be built in order for it to stay in place. Today we're going to read a passage and we're going to identify the topic, the key details, and the central or main idea. Deep in the rainforest of Borneo, an island in Southeast Asia, lives a giant who is seldom seen. It lives up in the canopy, or the upper treetop region of the rainforest. Rhinoceros hornbills are some of the largest birds in the rainforests of Asia. Trees are very important for the hornbills' survival. They spend their entire lives in the treetops. They live 70 meters, 230 feet up, in Dipterocarpus elatus trees. To build nests, however, they look for old or dead trees with cavities or openings in the trunk. The birds fly between trees to find fruit to eat, and occasionally they stop to grab small animals like squirrels in between. First, we're going to identify the topic of our passage. What or who are we reading about? In this passage, I saw multiple times that where we were reading about the rhinoceros hornbills. It was telling me where they live, how they built their nests, what they used to get food, and we even have a picture at the bottom of the rhinoceros hornbills. We were also reading a lot about trees, but was trees the topic, or was the rhinoceros hornbills the topic? There's more evidence to show us that we were reading about the rhinoceros hornbills because it wasn't about trees and different types of trees. It was more about how the rhinoceros hornbills used the trees for their survival. So even though we saw both of these things being talked about multiple times, the focus topic of this passage was the rhinoceros hornbills. In your graphic organizer, you'll come down to the bottom where you have the topic, and you will add in the rhinoceros hornbills as the topic.